Photography isn't just about capturing a moment. It's a way to slow down, to be present, and even improve your mental health. It's a practice that encourages mindfulness, helps you shift your perspective, and can even bring a real sense of calm into your daily life. If you're new here, my name is Jay. I've been a professional photographer for over 10 years. I started as a portrait photographer, but over time, I've transitioned to more still life and landscape photography so I could focus on my mental health. Now I'm studying to become a therapist, running my own print business, and creating content just for fun. For today's video, I took some photos at Good Neighbor in Baltimore City, in the neighborhood of Hamden. It's a cozy space with beautiful indoor area, a great outdoor seating spot, and even a plant shop and a mini hotel upstairs. I chose this location to show you that you don't need to travel far or chase expensive trips or fancy scenery to get the mental health benefits of taking photos. You can start anywhere, even at your local coffee shop. So the main way to use photography to enhance your mental health is to practice mindful photography. Mindfulness is the practice of using all 5 of your senses to ground yourself in the present moment, to stop thinking about the past or the future, and to just be in the now. So this is how I use my camera to practice mindful photography. One of the ways I do this is by listening to the sound my camera makes. We don't often think about sound when we think of photography, but what if the next time you go shooting, you note all of the sounds that your camera made? Whether it's the click of the shutter, or the sound that your lens makes when it's focusing, or just the ambient sounds of your footsteps on the ground. Focusing on these little details can help ground you in the present moment and maybe distract you from more negative thought patterns. Doing this can have a calming effect on the whole body, similar to meditating. Another way to practice mindful photography is to slow down and shift your perspective. Instead of looking at subjects to photograph, try looking at the way the light hits that subject or the pattern of small movements that happen when you look closer. What about the negative space around it or different textures? Whenever I'm out taking photos, I remember the importance of slowing down so that I can see things in a new way. So you know how when you're driving, you're seeing a lot at once and there's really no time to look at one thing in particular? Well, with mindful photography, we're really trying to do the opposite of that. Instead of looking at things on a surface level, what if you took a long pause and looked at something for maybe a touch longer than you usually would? When was the last time you noticed condensation in a light bulb, or the way that the sun hit that corner that you've seen a million times? How does it look at 12 p.m. versus 5 p.m.? And what happens if you take half a step to the side? How did the shapes change? All of these things are mindfulness in action. And when you approach photography with the intention to be hyper-present in the moment, it can become a tool to de-stress and worry less and maybe just enjoy the beauty in ordinary things. And these principles can be applied to your mental health too. When was the last time you observed your thoughts and your feelings like leaves being carried down a stream? And when was the last time you sat in intentional silence or took a moment to appreciate the ground beneath your feet? Sometimes our emotions and our thoughts are trying to tell us to focus on something that we're so used to overlooking. And don't get me wrong, compartmentalization can have its perks, but it can't be like that forever. Eventually something's gotta give. So if you're looking for a simple way to improve your mental health, I encourage you to try mindful photography. Go on a photo walk, take at least one intentional photo, or simply listen to the sounds your camera makes. The goal here isn't perfection, it's presence. When was the last time you tried being creative without wanting attention or to get paid? What if the end result didn't matter? Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried mindful photography, and if you're new here, tell me how it went. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.